Hey guys, tightropegaming bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on Taranto Coastline. Playing today, spawning on the left is Matko with Afrika Corps, who's locked into Italian combined arms, starting out with a Bursa and a Crouchitson. On the right hand side is Barbarossa with US forces, unselected on the battle group currently, starting out with a rifle squad. In terms of rankings, I think one of these players is ranked 10, the other's ranked 12. So like a really high ranking affair, and players that I'm not really that familiar with. I remember Barbarossa from COH3 days. Don't think I've matched against them so far in COH3 though, that I can recall at least. Korean player. Look at this. Very unusual capping order, right? Doesn't cap the fuel at all early on. Runs straight out to the VPs. Goes for a triple cap on the VPs. Right away, Matko. This is a very interesting tactic. More traditional start, I'd say, from Barbarossa. And he's going to jump into this building. This is a very annoying building to dislodge early on. Really hurts your movements around this area of the map. Looks like he's going to go try harass the medium fuel point though. After going for that, he goes for both the manpower giving points. There seems to be a low fuel priority here for Matko. I'm interested to see what his build is. He's gone for a second Bursa to this point. There's two riflemen now though, so and rethink things. A nice move. Barbarossa bringing the scout away. Go do some capping on the sectors far away from the combat. Smart play. Hasn't managed to decap this point yet, but going out there now. And I think we'll be able to complete the decap before anything can get there to stop it. Crouchitson comes up to do a little bit of harass. Makes sense to try and come in somewhat early on with the Crouchitson. Oh.
We have infantry available in reserve, Commandant.
You want to be able to use it self-repair and then, you know, start the cooldown process for that. Nearly lose it there. I quite frequently nearly lose the Crouchitson myself. Like, my instinct is always to try use reverse on it to try and get away from those scenarios, so it adds an extra like half a second to my reaction times. Like, oh, reverse doesn't work anymore. You have to just right click, move away.
We are losing grasp of a victory point.
There we go, two riflemen making a bit of a move. We've got three Bursa, oh no, two Bursa and a Panzerpire up here. They got the numbers. Yeah, it's a bit of an ugly retreat there from Barbarossa. Tried to go up. Maybe he could have soft retreated if he took the long way. Cost him a squad. Going for the fourth rifle, but now it's only going to be the third rifle after the captain's coming out. It's just so hard to use this. Anytime you're in a 2-on-1, this thing just gets absolutely melted. Early healing here from Matko, interesting. Got the 6-man on the Basilieri. Comes in to harass the scout.
Utility vehicle as requested.
But has to even give up on that. It was really having bad luck with the accuracy on it. Gotta be careful as well. That LMG on the captain, very strong against light vehicles, very high penetration.
Ammunitions point is being taken from us.
Didn't get nerfed like the bar did. Mine interrupted there, jumps into the building.
Proximity alarm near our fuel point.
Just looking to stall for as long as possible. Riflemen are going to run up there and go for the decap nonetheless. Waiting for the cooldown on the auto repair. And I didn't see that. I guess there was a mine up there. Riflemen run into it. Now getting forced away. Got to be really careful on Taranto Coastline. These harassers onto these far medium fuel points often death on retreat. Bursa coming in from the bottom side. Oh, and he gets it too. 2 squads down already for Barbarossa. Crazy.
Starting requisition of light support elements.
Okay, doing some repairs up there. While capping. Captain's operating in the middle of the map. No healing yet. Has put down motor pool and it's going to be a Greyhound. And this is one area where the Basilicary largely useless. You see, it's a late tick into fire support elements. At the 6-minute mark, can go for a call-in. But yeah, no snares compared to Panzergreens, so the Basilicary much more susceptible to the light vehicle play. We'll see what Barbarossa can get down with it. It's also gone for armoured, so you can start to get... Well, first off, that had fast build on it and insta-vet one. And the skirts on it first. Just trying to get away now. Trying to avoid getting wiped. Bit of a chase there from Barbarossa. You see Barbarossa probably wants to try wipe a couple of these models. They're so low on health. Still close to full model count because the healing is back there. Any models you don't get now are just going to be healed off. There's a mine down here. No sweeper yet for Barbarossa. Rebuilding the rifle squads that have been lost. Yeah, hitting a mine like that again. Gotta be having second thoughts. Okay, so no, goes for the Panjäger call-in and then a flak feeling as well.
Can we get back to work now? Proximity alarm near our munitions point. Territory lost.
Imagine Barbarossa's got grenades. Got mid-tent coming up as well. Which it's a very small target size on it. It's really, really hard to hit this thing.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Gets away there.
Territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
Makes itself known. So Barbarossa wants to stick around maybe to get the cap on the muni point, but cannot afford to do that.
We have lost control over victory point.
And Panjägers find the Greyhound. He doesn't go into prioritized vehicles. Oh, so slow for Barbarossa. That's crazy. And there goes the Greyhound. Nightmare start here for Barbarossa.
Radar 30 machine guns have been made available.
Putting an AT gun now. Raiders unlocking from Matko. Yeah, that was really bad control for Barbarossa. Like, surprisingly so. Like, sure, caught out of position there. Probably should have had more support, like 2 rifle squads nearby with a snare, ideally. You don't have any other supporting AT. But then so late activating prioritized vehicles. And you want to be on that instantly so you can kill off the 250, so maybe the Panjägers can't get enough volleys in to actually kill your Greyhound. That was really, really bad. And you can see the VP situation pretty good from Matko. He's been focusing on that triple cap right from the start of the game. Gets a snare off on the flak feeling and he accidentally put it on to hold fire mode there. And there goes the flak feeling. Wow. Okay. Bit of a donation there from Matko.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Still harassing the high or the medium fuel point.
Territory sector lost.
Matko now going for
Proximity alarm near our
a
victory
machine
point.
gun to contain the rifleman. Barbarossa is at an interesting crossroads at this stage.
Victory point lost.
Do they continue spamming light vehicles? Gonna go for the Scott.
MG-34 and crew
Has
standing
been seeing a
by.
bit more play since it did get its AoE buffed a bit.
Territory sectors are
See how it
isolated.
goes.
We must reconnect with them.
I think personally I probably would have preferred another Greyhound to the Scott.
Report.
'Cause as I said,
Our
on this
enemy is
map-
on 250 points.
The high mobility of the Greyhound's so good for getting those wipes on retreat in situations like this. Where there's like a
Enemy
long
forces have
retreat.
captured a victory
Whereas the
point.
Scott is not so good at that. Scott might give himself a bit more of a safety factor against the AT rifles and the AT gun though. Operate from further away.
Our territory is in enemy hands.
Take some time, bring up some sandbags to try and hold on to that central VP. And a couple okay shots in there with the Scott through the tree line. Oof, left the capture circle a little bit too early. Okay, he's going to do capping with the AT gun up there. That's interesting. Comes into the machine gun. Don't think the scouts have got the package yet for smoke, but uses a Scott for smoke. Okay, that's smart. Quick to switch over.
A victory point is being
Very
taken from
good
us.
with the Scott so far. The target priorities of Barbarossa. He's Scott like an absolute pro. Oh wow, he upgraded this with a 259.
Territory lost.
Well, that's a very big surprise.
Victory point.
Still got the Panjagers inside. They can't fire from inside of it.
Command points are available for use.
I was actually expecting maybe go for a mortar half track if anything. It's away with the crutch that's in there. Took a snare. Got the bars coming online now. Barbarossa, a few attack rounds there. So one of them hit the Scott.
Territory is now in enemy hands.
Now the engineers for Barbarossa.
Territory overrun.
Now you're getting a little bit of damage done here. Might be an attack round or something. Didn't get a clean shot. 250. Finds the AT gun a little bit exposed here. Rifleman looking for the chase down.
Territory sector out of contact.
There's a grenade. Ooh. That was a really good grenade. Bit of smoke from the Scott though might help these guys escape alive here. Looks like they're going to get away. Close call there for Barbarossa. Go up here, try to continue the VP pressure. That drop off. Finding another mine as well. Matko really looking to set up this triple cap. Second AT gun coming in for Barbarossa. Maybe expecting a medium tank here shortly. And we can see one is in the build.
A fuel point is being taken from us.
Definitely needs some mines up, Barbarossa. Like, big time on the mines. We need some mines like over here, here. Need mines everywhere. Oh, good use of the tear gas round
Enemy
on
forces
the
have taken our territory.
Jaegers and nearly get the Scott.
Enemy forces standing at 200
P3's
points.
about to pop out.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Puts the there's a IO inside that.
Victory point under enemy control.
Okay, here comes P3. A little bit of pressure. Try to throw a grenade out. What was that? From Matko. Oh, boy, that was sloppy. party out the back. I think hoping to catch the AT gun, but that pushed forwards. And the double ATs now, or Barbarossa. Oh boy. 250. Got the speed boost though, gets out of there. AT gun under a bit of pressure. Captain's flanking maneuver. Allowing him to charge head on. He's going to get a snare off here on the P3. Doesn't look like he's got the pintle on the P3 yet, so it's not that good against infantry. Doesn't have the machine gun upgrade either from armored support. So, falling back to lick his wounds. Matko gonna need some indirect fire here. It's double AT guns now. LEIG is obviously very strong as Matko can park it around here, and it's in a relevant position for most of the fights.
We have lost control of a victory
He's also
point.
ticked up, can go for a walking Stuka. I think the LEIG is probably honestly better though. Okay, using the Crutchetson for some long range vision here on the Scott.
Our fuel point is being
Yeah,
neutralized
118
by the
VPs
enemy.
for Barbarossa, but seems to be stabilizing now. Army sizes only 10 apart. Barbarossa definitely behind on tech overall, but
The enemy have claimed our
need to
sector.
tick up that badly. Seeing some phosphorus there from
The
downtown.
victory point is being taken from us.
The 3 comes up. Careful with those double AT guns roaming. Doesn't have as many squads to pressure the AT guns now after that loss either.
LEIG indirect fire support
And
reporting
it is
in.
going to be a LEIG call-in. Could combo that up with a mortar half-track as well.
Victory point lost.
Come in here to do some capping. But we're also capping up the top. This is where things start to slow down a lot for Afrika Korps. It's starting to hurt from
The enemy
manpower.
holds our victory points. Launch a counterattack at once.
This is where US player can catch up. See what he's got into his upgrades. Yeah, he's got advanced logistics already, so he's got the reduced reinforced costs. The double AT gun slamming home some big damage. Oof, Crutchetson's having a lucky go of things. There's 4 AT gun shots in a row getting missed there. LEIG's out the back here. Starting to blast away. Getting some decent value out of the 259, just playing on this side of the map while Barbarossa is under strength in terms of vehicles. There's the phosphorus there. I suppose it's okay.
Enemy forces are
Phosphorus
converging at a fuel
kind
point.
of sucks. It's after it got that nerf these days though. Don't know if it's worth the trouble using it. Oh, scout. This is a very, very deep scout for Barbarossa. Huge mistake capping this far, and
Lost scout squad.
Crutchetson, this time it's not so lucky, he goes down. The AG nearly gets the decrew on one of the AT guns, but not quite, hanging on by a pixel.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
He's freeing up some time for the P3 to do some work up the top here, though. And drops his artillery, machine gun, breaks free suppression with the flanking maneuver. See if we've got any upgrades from Matko at this
The
stage.
enemy is resilient. They currently
Doesn't
have the
have this.
advantage.
Okay, does have the emergency repairs though. Nothing else. Big shot there. Did see him lock into production quite early on.
Panzer 3 on station.
He's gonna go for Chaffies now. He's not looking for
Territory sector out of contact.
tanks. He's not looking for easy. Thing is, you know, with armage, it's so efficient. Those Chaffies, relatively inexpensive, can keep pace with the P3s. Here comes one Chaffie now. He needs both of them there if he wants to try to fight that. Don't want to be fighting against the front line of the P3 though. P3's got, you know, what was it, like 20 extra armor on the front? Oh, Panzerbuch, so that means the Jaegers went down over here. Fancy Jaegers. Notice that. It definitely helps, can occasionally bounce Chaffee shots from longer range now. So I want the Chaffies to be coming in from the side if possible.
Seemovente assault guns are available to deploy, Commandant.
2 P3s so far from Matko.
Neutralized by the enemy.
Needs to bring the LAIG up a little bit further so they can maybe auto-fire in a few of these fights as well, not just rely on barrage so much. Oh, there we go. Takes quite a lot of damage on the P3 with the AT guns. And now the Chaffee's looking to clean up. And P3 did just like that.
The enemy has 100 points remaining, Commandant.
Didn't even press the button, you know. The AT gun there from Matko though. Oh, he packed it up at a really bad timing. Oh my goodness. Really, really unfortunate timing there for Matko.
2509 half-track destroyed.
Maybe he put it on attack move or something and it was coming in and out of vision. Didn't get a single shot off on either of those chassis that entire time. What a collapse here from Matko. Oh, AT gun though in compromised position, quickly decrewed by the Braiders. Oh, did he steal away the MG34 as well? That goes down out the back. Looks like Barbarossa maybe going to steal that. P3s, he's got a second one now again, Matko. But look at the population swings. It was 20 up not too long ago. Oh, but Barbarossa, what was he doing with this rifle squad? Tried to steal this way. I thought he'd run it up here to try and get away, but he just tried to come back through the middle. So greedy. Now on the charge. Scott dead. AT gun quite far back for Barbarossa. Double P3s chasing in, getting behind the side blocker here. Chaffee's running hot in terms of pin, and one of them just hanging on.
300 points remaining. Say again, 300 points remaining.
Wide loses P3 though. No, he's got enough health to survive one more shot. The T-gun spinning around.
A Panzer III has been struck.
Alright, well, all of them did there. Whoever can come up and claim these team weapons should be the victor. So maybe the 250's going to come up and try tow them back to base, perhaps? Should be bring up the mid truck. If you're ever in a situation like this, you want to be bringing your mid truck in for the recrew ability. Oh, he gets away with the P3. Maybe. Maybe not. Yes. Oh no, here comes another Chaffee. He's got the speed boost on it as well. No snares, remember. Oh, and nothing to stop it. Oh, but the rifleman getting wiped on retreat. Comes another Chaffee. Remember, they can just spit these out like nobody's business. The fast production, cheap costs. And now the mid-truck's in major trouble out back. Gonna go down. There's a 2 AT guns up for grabs here. Looks like Matko, though, is going for the VP win. He's branching out. He's not trying to lock things down in terms of his army. He's trying to close the show in terms of VPs. He's going to tow this AT gun up to the top here. I don't know what he's doing. Meanwhile, the Chaffees in his base can do a little bit of damage with this machine gun. It's completely worthless in that role. Oh boy, he's got a Panzerbuch on the engineer there.
Support company structure is taking enemy fire.
Straight from Mama.
He's capping. Comes the other Chaffee now, though. Right, when I've got 2 bars. Oh, a little bit late on the dodge. Took huge damage there. Need the LEIG to do a close range smash, but he smashes his own squad. Oh my god, this is the most desperate thing I've ever seen. Oh, there's just no way this is going to work. Chaffee's just too fast. Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Army command is under duress.
Back to full combat.
Oh! That was funny. That was funny. Oh, but here comes the other Chaffee. Coming in for a base inspection. He's got the auto repair. We'll survive one more shot, maybe. He's bringing the AT gun back to maybe crew.
Enemy forces have
MG rolling up.
Army command post.
Lands a shot. Drops off the AT gun. Needs something to jump on top of it, though. Looks like he hit it with the Vet 1 slow there. Machine gun holding strongly, but engineers capping up the top of the map. What a messy game this one is. Chaffee evading. He's about to kill this tech structure. Kills it. And the AT gun's not quite enough to kill. The IG and machine gun getting compromised now. The Scots in here doing some work.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
But in these scrappy small army fights, Barbarossa with the lower reinforced costs, all these discounts on his vehicles, got to be favouring him. So much easier for him to rebuild his army. Okay, using the time fuse barrage here.
An infantry support gun
Cruise
has been
this.
saved by enemy fire.
Chaffee up the top, about to get repaired.
We do not hold any victory points.
And yeah, I think this is the impact of Matko trying to go for the VP win instead of trying to recrew his team weapons and just like solidify his position. Now he's in major trouble with those crazy base dives from the Chaffies of Barbarossa. You know, that med truck is pretty vulnerable back in your base. Easier to kill than the med tent even. Med tents are surprisingly hard to kill. They're extremely small target size. So if the vehicle's gun doesn't have much AoE, I can often miss the mid tents. Get the neutralize up here. Don't know if he can stay up there for much longer than that. Same story here. He's really slow dodging the grenades, Matko. Okay, he's given up on the attempts. Chaffee's looking for the squad wipe here. The AT guns, I don't know what it's doing over there. Kind of see this decrewed AT gun here. Definitely worth killing this off. Matko's maybe forgotten about it, or maybe doesn't know, hasn't noticed it. AT gun landing a shot there, and misses the follow-up. And the Vet 3 Braider squad can hold their own okay, but as we saw, he didn't have the damage reduction from the veteran squad leader's upgrade. It's what you need, that extra bit of oomph against the double bar rifleman. And he's got no healing, he's got 1,250 for healing. Barbarossa about to overtake Matko for army size. Okay, using the barrage here. This is just a losing play, though, I think. Trying to use these instead of P3s.
Climb out. Let's move.
I think this is the wrong call, because cost for cost, these are pretty much identical to the Chaffee, but they're slower and they don't have a turret.
Confirmed. We have 100 points
And
remaining.
they can't really do anything against infantry.
Contact with infantry.
Don't entirely know why you go for these.
Infantry have ranged us. I cannot take nothing like this. Taking fire from Panzers here.
The one ability on it's pretty good, but yeah, it's very confusing.
Push back. Only 75 points remain.
The announcer, Matko getting very low on VPs. Doesn't have much in the way of off maps in his battle group either. This is just not that strong of a strafe. Should be upgrading his final scroll with the Braider. Nearly loses machine gun, but Rifleman also getting in some major trouble. In zone now, the AT gun pushing up. AT gun, oh boy. Getting chopped up a little bit. Needs something to go for the HVP here. One squad could do it. He's got vetted up Fusilieri. They could use their Vet 1 sprint and just charge onto that VP for the capture. Looks like he's going to try lick his wounds back at base for a little bit longer. He's going for the far VP, and it looks like the Chaffee sitting back there. Probably going to lose the squad doing this, so he's got to make sure it sticks. Okay, another Semovente coming in from Matko. Oh, that's a good preemptive phosphorus onto the VP. Gets them neutralized there. Stops the clock, 27 points. Rifleman coming up though. And that Panzerpire is going to die real fast. Oh, chucks a squad inside of a 250 to do the capping with. That's actually a pretty smart play from Matko. Does lose the Panzerpires on retreat. The AT gun rolling up on the Semoventes. We're going after the double Scots here. I think one of the Scots actually penetrated one of the Semoventes. Did huge damage to it. The AT gun landing another hit there. And another, but he's going to get the cap off. Still 51 points left for Barbarossa though.
The enemy has fallen to 50. We have vehicles available.
Use some barrages on it maybe here. Okay, he's going to go for the Chaffee first off. And the Chaffee gets blasted out. Fusilieri holding in the VP circle, but capping up the top here with the rifle squad. One Semovente goes down out the back, but the barred up rifleman overrunning the remaining squads. Lost his AT gun, loses one of his Vet 3 squads.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Barbarossa back on the capture.
25 points remain. Fight to the last man.
Steals away the AT gun. Is that a... Let's see with the shadows there. Might be a
Commandant, the enemy holds all
USAT
victory
gun
points.
anyway, it is.
Our forces are decimated. Only 10 points remain.
And that's gonna do. Matko couldn't quite close the show.
Gaza what you can. We must retreat.
There we go. Oh man. What a huge lead Matko had early on, right? 2 squad wipes. But can't keep a US player down when they've gone for the infantry support center. Just have overwhelming numbers of infantry with all the manpower cheats they have. Just so much easier for them to rebuild their army in the late game compared to Afrika Korps. But yeah, as I said, I think the main issue for Matko here in terms of late game decisions, well, first off, Semoventes were a horrible choice. I think that was a really, really bad call to go for those. Looking past that, you know, he tried to spread out, go for the cap, drain Barbarossa of his last, maybe it was 80 points at the time. instead of trying to like lock things down, there were like 3 decrewed team weapons strewn about the battlefield. He just came out with his mid truck, crewed all those, tried to stabilize. I think he would have been in a good position to close the show, but because he was so spread out and just, didn't have snaring squads, didn't have any mines down, his base was wide open. Barbarossa just came in here, cleaned up a whole bunch of stuff, including the mid truck, which Matko never found time to rebuild. And that really hurt him in the late game. But yeah, you can just see the resilience of like the US play. With all the manpower discounts and whatnot coming into effect, it's much harder to keep them down. But yeah, you don't have like the best late game with this battle group, I feel. The Basilia reasonably good early game, but you really feel the lack of snares in the late game. And then these are just nothing special either. This is okay if you're up against a lot of team weapons, but it's pretty easy to dodge out of. It's no like Axis loiter or anything like that. No manpower cheats. Not enough like passive buffs to your units to make it count in the late game. Got to make sure you get to the late game with a lot of those side upgrades and hope that can carry you through to the end. Maybe for team games this is a bit better when the unit density is higher, but it can be hard to get this in a relevant position in ones. Well, anyway guys, wrap on that. If you'd like a game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.